Hey friends, Psychic Medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess, here for a very surprising video. I was not going to record today. However, I have been having just a real sense of urgency to share some of what's happening because possibly it can help some of you out there. My Twitter has been just going off the hook because it's just been, I'm laughing about this because it has been crazy. And for many of us who are very spiritual, who are light workers, or twin flames, whatever the case may be, we're feeling it. We're feeling it. Especially a lot of the pioneers of this journey, such as Blu-rays. I am a Blu-ray myself, a divine Blu-ray, and having been on this journey for a while, I can definitely tell that things are winding down to a close, and things are definitely completing. So, and I'm getting that from other people on social media too. I've been talking to that they're getting that things are coming full circle, and I really do have to agree with that. I do get the word completion from my angels and my guides. And this 7/7 portal today, really, it's so much light. It's so much light. It's so much activation, and pretty much whatever you have left on your journey to release. If you're not in physical union yet with your twin flame, if you are a twin flame, if you're not on the twin flame journey and you're very spiritual, you're a light worker, you have not maybe gotten to where you wanted to be, or whatever the case may be. So much is being completed now, and much of it has began in 2012, and so is now winding down to a close. So whatever's coming up for you right now in terms of, old thought patterns or old hurts or even old physical ailments, things that maybe you began in 2012 that you have not completed, it's time, guys. Like, it's literally time. I mean, the angels, Archangel Michael himself had said about it, just it's literally time, and these things have to get done. What could help you guys? You know what's been helping me, so I'll just share that, just maybe you could take some of this with you, is I'm just trying to take care of myself as much as possible right now. I think that with these really strong energies and portals, the only thing that you can really, really do is try to work with it and not against it. So if I'm feeling like emotional things are ready to kind of take me over and I feel like out of control, and I've been feeling like that the last few days, I'm not going to lie, I'm always honest about my journey. I don't share details of my own journey, like specific details, personal details, I mean. But I can just tell you that things have been coming up for me that I know some of it has definitely began in 2012 in terms of challenges, in terms of goals, and now there is a complete sense of urgency of getting this done now, completing it now, and not that, to put pressure on yourself, because you don't want to do that, but the divine is definitely giving us a nudge and reminding us that it is literally time. Those who are on the twin flame journey, who are called into physical union in this lifetime, and who aren't in physical union yet, it's time, guys. I mean, whatever you have left is literally the portals and the shifting and everything that's going to be happening this summer. We also have a total eclipse of the sun coming up in August. I mean, all of this is really helping you to release and to complete the last of the last, so that way you and your beloved can come into a harmonious union and help out humanity, because that's what we're here for. We're here to truly shift this planet. And I've been hearing from a lot of twins that they're having struggles lately not being in contact with their twin, as I had stated in the last video about the silence being golden. They're feeling the heat. I think a lot of us, including myself, of course, are feeling the heat of some of the things that are coming up, those ego thoughts, those triggers. They're triggering us emotionally. Anytime the ego is being addressed and we're releasing these things, it's very challenging to experience again, because we have to literally go through those thought patterns and go through those same types of emotions in order to face it, to recognize it, and to then actively release it. What I have been doing is I've been working with just writing down things that are for release. I've been asking my spiritual team, my angels, my guides, what would be in the highest good. So when you're asking them, always ask what is for the highest good, because if you do ask them, what should I do, the angels do not respond to ego, that you should. You have free will. So, but if you ask them what is in the highest good to release, you will get something, I'm sure, because many of you are very sensitive. You have psychic abilities. So whether you're hearing the guidance, feeling the guidance, or seeing images, you'll get the message. I would definitely say stay very close to working with your team, stay connected to the divine, and ask them what it is. And once you get those answers, it's really time to just actively work on releasing that. So whatever you need to do, if you need to write it down on a piece of paper and then, safely burn it, or, write a letter, whatever the case may be, if you have to just, use intention with your team to look back at those things and re-experience and then finally just let it go, then do that. I'm finding it also very helpful to take salt baths. So this is something that I would recommend. For me, like to take a salt bath, and maybe you could add in, if you want, candles. You could maybe do like a 7-day candle in there, and maybe add in some frequency music. And, you can work on releasing those negative thought patterns and those negative emotions into that water. Okay, and you could ask your angels and guides to assist you with that. But, I really feel like a lot of twins do need this support right now, those who are twins, because a lot of triggering is coming up again. But here's the good news. Unlike the past, this type of triggering that's happening now is that very last triggering, that very last release for many of you before finally union can come in. So when I say don't give up at the end, I really, really mean that. So for many of you who have been on this journey for a stretch of time, maybe from 2012, maybe even before that, I can understand that you guys are very exhausted, you're tired, maybe some of you are having trouble with faith. What I would also recommend, and again, I've been doing this too, is working with the violet fire. The violet fire is of the 7th ray, Archangel Zadkiel, and calling the violet fire with the protection of Archangel Michael, calling that violet fire through your crown, and asking it to come through and to cleanse you of all time, all space, all timelines, of anything lower, anything that needs to go. That violet fire is very, very powerful in transmuting those energies. For those of you who may have karma, the violet flame. So we have the violet fire, the violet flame. The violet flame normally is used to transmute karma, but of course there is the violet fire, and the violet fire is extremely, extremely powerful ray that can help to just transmute all types of things, from mental to emotional to diseases, all types of things. And so this might really, really help you in your private space to just get these last things transmuted, Other things I've been doing is just being, trying to be a little bit more kinder to myself, just nurturing yourself as much as you can, not to judge yourself so harshly if you are having, emotional episodes or mental episodes. You have to understand that these energies are coming through to wash everything clean, to assist you. It's not there to have you be a victim or have you just feel worse or torture you or anything like that. That's all the ego. That's all the ego's reaction. These energies are there to really wash you clean. And let me tell you, so much has been accelerated, and timelines, it's just, we are speeding up time. And so everything is pretty urgent. The word urgent completion. If I had to pick two words, urgent completion. And with that, it really depends on your personal journey of what you know that you have left to release in terms of lower energy. Okay, so the key is really keeping your vibration as high as possible, and the only way of truly doing that is releasing the lower energy, transmuting, and and keeping that vibration high by focusing on what the truth of the matter is. Because I feel like a lot of twins now are falling back a little bit into those triggers of, why is he or she not speaking to me? Why are they being distant? Is this ever going to happen by now? Why is he or she, engaged? Or why are they still married? Why are he or she ignoring me? Whatever it is. If you can try your best to release the judgment of where they are and just accept where they are as perfect and keep the love between you both, the energetic love. Now, I'm not talking about the 3D person. I'm talking about the energetic love that's here. You're never without it. If you can release that separation and you can just focus in on the love and strengthen that love, that is going to be key to keeping the vibration high enough that you guys are going to attract each other and be able to come into physical union. It's all about vibration. So if you feel like you are in any kind of fear-based thoughts and you're in this, the worry, the trying to time when it's going to happen, if you're feeling bad about yourself, if you're beating yourself up, if you're not in self-love, if you are constantly just judging where your twin is, all of these things really lower vibrations, and that's not going to help you. I understand, that the intensity can trigger, and it's very true that it does. But if you can really focus more on the vibrations, and I would really, really recommend working with your spiritual team, really having a close connection, working with prayer, working with release, working with the violet flame, the violet fire invocations, the salt baths, meditation. Meditation is going to serve everyone on this journey really, really well right now. And I think it's really crucial right now with all the energy coming through and the acceleration. So if you can just take the time, I know sometimes it's hard to find the time, but if you can find the time in your space to just meditate and to focus on what the truth of yourself, the truth of your union is, take all the 3D BS, throw it out the window. All the illusions, all the things that, are typically worried about on this journey. If you could toss that out the window and just stay to the truth. Be with the heart of the matter, okay? And focus in on that. It's really going to help best. Some of you will work better with, spoken affirmations. Others of you will work better with the intent and the vision, depending on whether you are the protector of the union or if you have domain, okay? So the protector is, of course, a lot of time, not all the time, they're the ones that awaken first, and they are aware, and they are protecting both themselves and their twin. If you have domain, the power is in your words, in your declarations, and you have that leader energy to be out there, to be well spoken, and you respond very, very well with affirmations. So, where your strengths are, that's what I would go with. So just take real care of yourself right now and send that loving energy to your twin who really, really could use it right now, okay? It's just really, really important. Another suggestion that I would have now is if you can get out into nature as much as you can, whatever you do. the grounding energy is really going to help out tremendously. Okay, because when you have energy at this intensity, this frequency coming in like this, it could be very ungrounding. It can cause a lot of dizzy spells. It does feel very tiring also. But if you can get out into nature and maybe put your hand on a tree, put your feet on the bare ground, even going by the water to cleanse yourself, that's very helpful too. I've been going by the ocean a lot. I've been meditating over there. It's a great spot to release emotions is by the ocean. Okay, these things are really going to just help the process when you're feeling out of control and frustrated and frazzled, and and all these fear-based thoughts are starting to come back again. The great thing about them coming back up again is that you can actively recognize that that's what they are. They're illusions, their ego, and then you can know at that point, okay, this is what I have to release, and actively release it in the way that feels best to you. I'm trying to think of anything else that would be helpful. Journaling. That leads me to something with journaling. Many of us, I know I've been getting this for sure, we're getting messages in our dreams. We're getting vivid dreams. We're definitely experiencing our twin flames clearer. We're hearing them more. We're experiencing it's almost like seeing them right in front of us. And this has been happening, again, due to the energies that are coming in. The preparation is underway. This summer is a rough one. And, I'm not putting a negative spin on it at all, but it is challenging. But it's challenging because it's doing so much. It is doing so much. So I think some of you out there who, if you could just get yourself to just go into you, to focus on you, and really just ask yourself, what are the things that I have started back in 2012? What is coming up in terms of negative thought patterns that I normally do over and over and over, or negative emotions that are coming up, angers, disappointments, sadness, abandonment is a big one. Feeling abandoned by family or friends or your twin flame. Whatever's coming up, don't run from it. Well, actually, you can't really do much running or hiding from this energy. I mean, this is it. This is the full circle that people are talking about. And really just facing it as best as you can. No one's going to be perfect, but there are things that you can do to help yourself. And your spiritual team is there for you if you ask, but you do have to ask. Okay, it's very important for your angels or your guides. In order for them to step in, you do have to ask and give permission for them to step in. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I really wanted to say. Again, I'm doing this on the fly, so I'm just scanning my head to see if there's anything else, or if they have any messages for me, things that I haven't covered. It's really, okay, they give me the word detachment. And it's not to absolutely not to detach from your twin flames energy. It's quite the contrary. The detachment is the detachment to the specific timing of when things are going to happen in the physical, how they're going to happen. Some people have no idea how it's even going to happen. I mean, so many people have different situations that are very challenging, But we view it as challenging. But the divine, I mean, there's so many miracles that can happen, and you really have to focus on that. Okay, if you're meant to come together, that will most definitely happen. But the detachment to the detailed expectations, that as well. So if you can stay as balanced and centered and just do the inner work to complete what was started, this is really what's coming up, and it's so important, and it can't be ignored, and it's because humanity really needs you guys. Really needs you guys. It's a very positive thing, and twins are really coming together all over the world, and it's beautiful. It's light that's going to really transmute this planet, and it's just so much more than just the romantic relationship. That's the icing on the cake, but this is really here to service humanity and to really just create new templates and create a new world, basically. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm here if anyone feels guided and they want to have a session with me. You can contact me. I just ask that you please contact me on my contact page first before paying for any session. You can contact me on theparanormalpriestess.com, and I'm able to do the angel communication for you and find out and help you out. What else there is to address, what's happening in your union, and so on and so forth. And I'm also a remote Spirit Extractor Specialist, and if I am guided to work with you after contacting me, we can go ahead and I will help remove those negative interferences so that divine processes can finally have a clear pathway. Okay? And that's going to be it for now, and I really thank all my subscribers, and I appreciate connecting with all of you. And you can connect with me on social media as well. You can go on Twitter, okay, and you can follow the show at Para Priestess YT. I also have my own personal Twitter account at Para_Priestess, and you can like my page, The Paranormal Priestess, on Facebook. So that is it. Hold on, guys. Hang in there. And whatever you need to do for yourself right now, please do it, because it's really going to serve you and your twin and the journey and the earth the best right now. So stay with it. From the heart of the darkness is born the light. Take care, guys. I'll be in touch soon.